Kevin, I remember 3 seasons ago, that game in New York, you played 3 minutes. We talked that season about how you might need to go to the G League, and then 3 seasons later, here you are in Game 7, and you're one of the main reasons why this team's in the Eastern Conference. Can you just, in the Eastern Conference Finals, but can you put into perspective just the amount of growth you've showed over these past couple of years?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a long couple of years. I know this is only my third year, but it's been a long 2 years of being at the bottom of the East and using those 2 years, and all you hear the whole time is development and guys getting better and playing all our young guys and preparing for the future and all that. And this year, trying to flip a switch, our whole mindset changed, and bringing in new guys, and the development process, I guess, was over. And just kind of the culmination up to this point, just, the 3 years of guys just working, guys still believing what we're trying to build here in Atlanta, and what we're going to continue to try to keep building. It's been a great 3 years, but hopefully the ride is just starting.
Sarah Spencer.
To take it down to a micro scale a little bit, what was working for you really well tonight? I know Nate mentioned that even though shots weren't falling for Trey, sometimes they have to put 2 guys on him, and it kind of opens things up for other guys. Just what kind of opened things up for you tonight?
Just, trying to get to that mid-range. I think from watching film and from learning from stuff this whole year, it's, my better games have been games where I got my mid-range game going and was aggressive, trying to get to that 15 feet, the 10-foot mark. And, especially with a smaller defender guarding me tonight, and just trying to get to my spots and elevate and make shots. And we have guys banged up. Obviously, I think every team is banged up, so it's not an excuse. But, I came to this game knowing I had to be aggressive. And, luckily your first 4 shots go down, you get that rhythm going for the rest of the game.
Jeff Schultz.
Kevin, you saw what Trey was going through. You saw what Bogey was going through. I'm just wondering, at what point in this game did you start to realize that a lot of the offense might have to come from you?
Kind of in that first half, to be honest. Well, I don't know. I think we were up 2 at the half, and like you said, Trey just wasn't making shots he usually was, and for us to be up 2 with guys, probably not having the games they wanted up to that point. Gallo kind of came to me at halftime and just like, just keep shooting. And he's like, you got to stay aggressive. We need you to stay aggressive. And same thing. I just try to go out in the second half, and Trey continued to look for me. He's getting doubled all series. And like I said, I got to the ball, and I was just trying to get to that mid-range and get to my spots.
And then the other thing is that there obviously was some, at least externally, some questions about you guys coming into the playoffs just because you were so young and you'd not been in the playoffs before. I'm just wondering, and you smile about that now, but I'm just wondering, was there a point at which you guys really thought, hey, we can go deep in this thing?
Probably, I don't think there was one moment. I think when we've had our whole team all year, we think we're pretty good, and it feels like we haven't had our whole team all year. We still don't have our whole team, but when we got D Hunt back, when we went into that New York series, we knew we were good, and we had a full team, and we had a lot of guys that can do a lot of different things, and we're a pretty complete team, and we have everybody. And again, we're right back banged up, but we've had guys filling in all year. We won on that 8 or 9 game winning streak, and we had a lot of different guys stepping up. And so there's just a belief. You can't explain it. Could be a little bit of naive, a little guys being young, not knowing any better, not knowing what the NBA game is like. And coming into the playoffs, I said it after last game, it's house money. Nobody expects much from us. We're going out there confident every game and trying to do what we can.
Michael Cunningham.
Hey, Kevin, after the game, it looked like an Embiid said something to you that made you kind of chuckle. Can you share what he said to you?
I think my career high my rookie year was in this building, and I hit a late 3 in that, and then John hit a fadeaway, and he just kind of looked at me and goes, "You always play well in this building," and so I was laughing at that. It's my original career high was here, now my playoff career high is here, so that was just kind of it.
You said you came into this game knowing you had to be aggressive, and it looks like you were from the very start. And you said that you got that rhythm. At what point did you know that you could keep it rolling? You know what I mean?
like I said, when your first 4 shots go down and you have that confidence from your teammates, really all game of guys trying to get you going, you do the best you can. And when you get back into a rhythm, obviously it's a great feeling. And, there's been games this year where, I've taken a lot of shots in bunches and then kind of fallen out of the rhythm of the game. And, I try not to let that happen tonight. Just try to stay aggressive really, every quarter.
Let's go to Andrew Lopez from ESPN.
Hey, Kevin. Just kind of walk me through what you were thinking in that. I guess it's about a 13, 14 second in game time, but you hit the 3 free throws after getting fouled, and then Danilo pokes the ball away from Joel to get that go-ahead dunk to kind of push it to a 6-point game. What's your thoughts in that moment?
Yeah, you hit the 3 free throws and came back on defense, and Seth Curry has hurt us all series. So honestly, I was in a face guard. I told everybody I wasn't helping really the last 2 minutes of the game. It had to be somebody else but Seth. And I wasn't really looking at the play, to be honest, and ended up turning my head last second and found the ball and just hope Gallo caught up to it. And he did and got the dunk.
Tim Reynolds with the Associated Press.
Make an appearance. There we go.
Kev, what do you think the process is going to be like the next couple of days of, it's a Game 7 win on the road. It's historic, obviously. It's a huge step for you guys, for a young group. You got to push reset pretty fast. You got a trip to Milwaukee. You got a Game 1 on Wednesday. How do you expect how that's going to work as far as coming down, getting your minds right and then getting ready for the next challenge?
Yeah, we got to get healthier in the next 3 days. A lot of guys getting treatment, obviously, and it's a great feeling. Like you said, we're going to celebrate this tonight, but we didn't come this far to get this far. So the next series, this team is just as good, if not better, than the team we just beat. A team that poses a lot of new challenges and a lot of different personnel than the team we just saw. So we're going to go in that series just like we did, confidence high, and roll the ball out and we'll play.
Thanks, sir.
McLean Baxley.
Y'all are now 5-2 on the road, 3-1 this series in Philly. Can you just kind of describe both, playing in these environments, two of the most hostile places to play, and coming away with positive records?
Yeah, in this series, coming in this game, we had won twice already in the series in this building. Obviously, they won twice in our building, but this crowd didn't phase us, just like the crowd didn't phase us in New York. Just trying to lock in. Sometimes it's I don't know, just for me personally, going back to college, sometimes playing on the road is more fun. Just you have your group of 20 people and it's so tight knit. That group is every huddle. It feels like those are, again, the only people in the gym that want you to win. And in a lot of ways, it pulls you closer when you're at home and you have everybody rooting for you. On the road, you really got to lock in and come together. We seem to do that at the right time.
Just a few more. First from Cristo.
Hey, Kevin, great game, first of all. Is that game, that performance that feels you that you came to the next level as a player, and how responsible you feel to make a step up in Game 7 and lead your team and be impactful on both ends of the floor?
Okay.
I didn't hear, to be honest, much of your question, but yeah, just trying to be a player that plays both sides of the court. That Coach Mack has preached since he got here is guys that are two-way players, and you got to step up in the playoffs. And you keep saying our team's banged up. We keep needing guys to step up, and we've done that up to this point.
Davide.
Hey, Kevin, congrats for the win and your performance in particular. You guys, for the most, are young and at first playoff experience. How much for you guys has been important to have veterans like Gallo, Lou, Clint that have been there before and can, give you some advice on how to take the best out of you?
Yeah, it's huge. It's guys that are just steady. It feels like every game it's been somebody different for us. A couple of games ago, I didn't score in this building, and Lou Williams was a hero in that Game 5. That was an improbable comeback, and Gallo has 17 in this game. It just feels like it's somebody different. And those vets and Solo, who, his minutes have been up and down, but he's a big voice in our locker room, a guy that went to the finals last year. And just a guy that says, we got to continue to believe in ourselves. So it's a really good mix. We got the right mix of young guys mixed with our old guys, and those old guys are steady for us, and they're there when we need them.
Just a couple more. First from Leonardo.
Hi, Kevin. It's Leonardo Torres from Peru. Congrats on the win. Kevin, you are 4 wins away from your first NBA Finals. Do you think about that right now? And what are your expectations for the series against Giannis and his Bucks?
Yeah, no, we're not thinking of anybody else but Milwaukee. I can promise you that. It's a really good team. Team that's been together for a long time. A team that's hungry to get to the finals, just like we are. And Giannis is Giannis, 2-time MVP, and he's gonna be tough. That'll be another game where we gotta play a lot of team defense, just like we did against Joel and this team. So they got a lot of problems, but we're gonna prepare for them and we'll be ready.
Okay. Let's go to the final question from James Hill.
Hey, Kevin, congratulations on all of your success. Can you just talk about your journey growing up in the Capital Region, and now you're going to the Eastern Conference Finals, and what it's been like for you personally?
Yeah, the Capital Region. There's a lot more Hawks fans up there these days. I can promise you that. Just being from that area for a lot of ways, just flying under the radar, even coming out of high school, going into college, coming to the NBA. Not a lot of people go up there and know about it, but it's a really great place to live. Wouldn't want to grow up anyplace else, and they've been supportive of me everywhere I've been. Got a lot of really good people up there, and I'm sure they're following. I'm sure, my phone obviously is blowing up after this game. A lot of people from home texting saying they're watching. Milwaukee's a little bit further of a trip than Philly or New York was, so I'm sure everyone will still be tuning in.